A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson and Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brandon Podziemski.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got Andrew Nembhard. He's out there with George. And it's Woodson in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Golden State, we've got Michael Porter. And it's Porter in at the point guard position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Outside Podziemski. Back to Porter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's George. Pass to Rodman. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Porter looks it over. Here's Hodges. No good with a layup. First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Woodson. 6 to shoot. Nembhard outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
Now here's George. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Rodman. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Utah shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Podziemski. He's covered closely. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Woodson with a rebound. Here's Nembhard. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Now George. Here's Sensabaugh. This one for 3. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And in terms of assist numbers, these are the players that have stood out over the past month. here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. George against Porter. They set the pick. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Podziemski, and the basket is good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Pass to Hodges, outside, Brown. Now here's Porter. The three is up. The rebound by Nembhard. And here's George. Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And how about Brandon Podziemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, DA, that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Now here's Porter, scoring over 35 a game. He's someone they depend on for production.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now a timeout called by Utah. Here's Nembhard, yet to see a basket. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Porter. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The Warriors lead by 3. Now here's Podziemski. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. Brown, a screen on George. Back to Podziemski. The 3-ball. Rodman with a rebound. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Nembhard, the pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Woodson. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought win for them. Couldn't finish the job in regulation, but things came together for them in overtime.
Felt great about their chances in overtime. It took a little extra, but they were able to get it done.
Now here's George. No points yet. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Branham's checked in for the Warriors. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Hodges passes to Porter. It's Podziemski on the wing. There's a screen. Down low is Hodges. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Takes a three. Connects from downtown. Sensabaugh's got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Porter. Launches a three. And the three-pointer goes. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
And Utah calls time here. Just 10 games left. Let's see the playoff race in the West. You take a look at the Warriors. The season is winding down. They sit 9th on the outside looking in currently. And, of course, the Jazz, 5 games back.
Well, I think for Golden State, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
It's good. The Warriors leading. Porter with it. And in that win against the Timberwolves, he was a major factor as well. Shoots over George. Woodson with a rebound. Woodson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3. And Hendricks gets it to go.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Markkanen's checked in for Michael Porter. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for George. Here's Collier. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. The Warriors have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Porter, the pass to Hodges. Utah with the rebound. Woodson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Hendricks. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski to halt the run. Utah with the rebound. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here's Collier. Coming off a 22-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
Now here's Podziemski. No made baskets yet. Markkanen for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Nembhard.
Golden State foul. Obvious.
Huff checked in for the Warriors. Porter Jr. comes in for Porter Jr. Williams is checked in for Utah. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski. There's the triple. Rodman with a rebound. Utah leading by 9. So the Jazz 5 right now. Keontae George out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Williams. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 4-man position. Here's Sensabaugh. On the wing, Nembhard. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And it's Porter with the ball for Golden State. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Tries again, and is blocked. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Inside. Oh, it's stolen. Right side, Porter. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Huff. Brown with it. It's Podziemski on the wing. Porter against George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Keontae George. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for George. Porter hits them both. Utah leading by 6. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. From outside the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Good on the second one. And he nails the third. And here's Porter. 12 points for him. Here's Branham. Pass to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And Utah calls time here. And a quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. The Warriors, number 1.
Without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
Here's Collier. He's got 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. They set the pick. The 3 is up. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Porter. Kick out to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Porter, the pass to Brown. Markkanen for 3. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Markkanen. Porter pulls it in.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
To the inside. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Porter. And now just a 5-point Jazz lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Sensabaugh. Over Markkanen. Sensabaugh, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 3-pointer. Utah with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Pass to Collier. Throws it up high. Outside Porter. Now here's Podziemski. Markkanen looking it over. Up top, Porter. Brown with a screen. Shoots over Collier. A tad short, but it's good off the front. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Pass to Rodman. Nembhard outside. There's 53 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Rodman to get back on track. The shot, no good. Now Porter. He's got 14. Outside Podziemski. Here's Branham. Williams defending. Now here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. 19 points in the game. The three. The shot that time not on target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say LA is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Jeff.
I know.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Michael Porter, and it's Porter in at point guard. That's the Warriors 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Rodman. Clock at 6. George passes to Woodson. Fires for 3. Rodman's shot is good. Rodman's got 8.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
George against Porter. There's a screen. To the middle. Hodges with the bucket. Hodges has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Sensabaugh. Cash money on the open jump shot. Sensabaugh's got 21. Now here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Nembhard. Pass to Porter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, it's going to be a very tough one for them. They'll need to be playing at their peak if they're going to steal the win.
Porter hits them both. Nembhard with it. Pass to George. Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. And it's good for 2. And the Jazz lead by 4.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Porter. George with a steal. Nembhard outside to the paint. Puts it up. Sensabaugh. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. He'll go on Michael Porter. And he makes a first. Branham's checked in for the Warriors. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Hodges. Back to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hodges. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 6 assists in the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Utah calls time here. trend over the last month. Here are the point guards who sit at the top of the league in rebounding. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Nembhard. George outside. It's tipped.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check. Basketball.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Out to the wing. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Brown. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Porter. Here's Hodges. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And here's Nembhard. George, right side. Nembhard, the pass to Woodson. On the wing, Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. For the tie to the inside. Hodges.
Yes! They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
George's shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for Golden State. Hodges with the bucket. Hodges has got 14.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Over to the left wing. Here's Rodman, defended by Brown. Here's Nembhard. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
It's Podziemski on the wing. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keyonte George.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
The shot by Podziemski, no good. Utah trailing here. Now Nembhard. George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. And it's good from the elbow. Sensabaugh's got 6 in the quarter. The Warriors have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Porter. Back to Podziemski. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Branham. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. And there's the screen. Down low. Here's Woodson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Porter. After the basket by Utah. Out left to the wing. Branham sinks the tray. Branham's got 8 points.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
George drives in. Here's Rodman. Pure from three-point range. He's got 11.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Back to Podziemski. Outside Porter. Kick out to Brown. And the Warriors with another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's the pick. Here's Rodman. The three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Porter. 18 points for him. Oh, threw it down. Wow. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Brown. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. And it's Utah with the ball. Now here's George. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. On the wing, Nembhard, defended by Podziemski. George, good.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Now here's Markkanen. Give him 8. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Markkanen. 4-3. Woodson with a rebound. Woodson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hendricks. It's guarded by Markkanen to the left wing. Nembhard with it. Takes it inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Now here's Podziemski. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Branham passes to Markkanen. And the Warriors miss again. Utah has gotten 4 threes to fall out of 5 attempts here in the third. Yep, that one goes. And now a 3-point Jazz lead.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Pass to Porter. Back to Podziemski. Markkanen sets a screen to end the run. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Nembhard, the pass to George. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
The first free throw is good. Huff's checked in for the Warriors. Juzang comes in for Porter Jr. Outside Porter. It's Brown on the wing. Porter a screen. Launches it. Brown, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
So the Utah 5 right now. Andrew Nembhard is out there with George. Then it's Williams. And it's Woodson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Williams. And there's a pick. With the teardrop. And yep, it's good. And the Jazz lead by 6.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Juzang. Pass to Porter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jazz.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And they're also really getting it done at the free throw line. They've earned a lot of good calls and are making the most of every trip they get to the line tonight.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Pass to George. Here's Collier. Clock at 6. From 10 feet away. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Collier's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Porter. Pass to Hodges. From the arc. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the score by Golden State. Shots good by Collier.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Branham. Outside Porter. There's the 3. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Collier. Nembhard outside. Pass to George. They set a pick. Here's Collier. 6 to shoot. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
One more time for your Chiefs and Lakers.
Brown comes in for Juzang, and Podziemski subbed in for Branham. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Allie, thank you. No coverage that time. Porter's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Rodman. And here's George. Takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Outside Porter. Here's Hodges. Porter, the pass to Porter to tie it up. No good. He's 9 for 14 in the game. Utah leading by 3. Here's Nembhard. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Porter. On the take. Outside, Brown. He nails it, and we're tied.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sensabaugh's got 28.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
On the wing, Porter. Back to Podziemski. Brown with a screen. Lets it go from deep. Woodson with a rebound. Woodson's got rebound number 11.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Kicks it to George from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porter's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Podziemski.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Porter. Here's Hodges. And that one is stuffed right through.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Timeout, Jazz. Collier, he's checked in for George.
Let's hear it for you. And on the floor for the Jazz, number 15, Isaiah Collier.
Utah leading. Here's Sensabaugh. Tipped. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To take the lead. Kick out to Brown. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. Porter, the pass to Hodges, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. And here are the Jazz. Here's Sensabaugh. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
Now here's Porter. To the middle. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Sensabaugh. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Sensabaugh. Timeout, Jazz. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
George, he's checked in for Utah.
Number 3, Deontay George.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Woodson. Nembhard left side. 6 to shoot. Releases. Oh, offline. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
9 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
This would tie it. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.